So today I'm going over the frequently asked questions I get about the GoPro Hero 7 Black. So stay tuned. Okay guys, 6.4 Live here with another video. So I've been getting a ton of questions on the Hero 7 Black by GoPro, and today I just wanted to address the most common questions that I get so it can kind of help you guys out. One of the most common questions I've been getting is how's the battery life on this? And honestly, to tell you the truth, I've been having some issues with the battery in the camera. I contacted GoPro, they sent me a new battery out. I got the new battery out, it seemed to fix the issue, but the battery life, if you're filming in 4K, it eats up way more battery than if you're filming in regular HD. So regular HD you can probably get 2 to 2.5 hours, but if you do 4K, 30 or 60 frames a second, it's going to substantially drop the time to about an hour and 30 to an hour and 45 minutes of film time. So that's just literally when you're recording. If you have the record button off, it doesn't eat up as much battery, but it's gonna eat your batteries up, so I would definitely suggest at least buying one extra battery, and they're like $20. So how is the onboard mic for the GoPro 7? Now, the onboard mic, I've done a couple videos. I'm gonna put the link up there, and it's actually really good considering that it's completely waterproof. It has a membrane over it, and I know by a lot of the videos that I've used with the GoPro 7, you can tell that the sound, it's not perfect, but it's definitely a huge improvement from the previous models, where it sounded like you were in a cave or underwater when you're talking on it. So again, the onboard mic is definitely usable. Speaking of external mics, people will ask me about the adapter and the external mics, and yes, it makes a pretty big difference to have an external mic hooked up to this, but the only bad thing is the adapter is so bulky that it's almost like having two cameras walking around, you know. The nice thing about this is you know, it's completely all enclosed, but the adapter adds about that much. You gotta figure out where to put it, but it does make the sound a lot better depending on what mic you're using with it. When you have the adapter plugged in and you're not talking, do you get like a buzzing sound? And I don't. So if that's happening to you, I would probably the first step is check the connection. If the connection is fine, I would go out to the store, buy another one, try that. If it solves the problem, then you have a bad adapter, but most likely it's a bad adapter if you're getting a buzzing sound. Okay, so is the hyperlapse really as smooth as they say it is? Yes, it is. I mean, it's mind-boggling how smooth the hyperlapse is and how cool that feature is. I tend to use it when I'm driving. I haven't really done any walking around with it or jogging with it yet, but I'm going to be going to Canada, and I'm going to try to use the hyperlapse up there and see what it does up there when I'm just, you know, kind of strolling around town. Is the GoPro 7 a gimbal killer? Yes, it is a gimbal killer. I don't know why I can't say that word gimbal, but they literally put themselves out of the market for gimbals when they built this. How responsive is the touchscreen? It's extremely responsive. It's almost like an iPhone responsive. It's, again, they did their homework and they improved that substantially. It's super easy to use. I know I've said it over and over. This camera is, you know, swipe left, swipe right. I don't know, but it's awesome. It's really easy to use the touchscreen. How is it underwater? Honestly, I can't tell you because I haven't taken this underwater yet, but from some of the footage I've seen online, it works great underwater because it's an action camera and that's what it's meant for, more or less. So, yeah. How's the wind noise when you're driving? I did a video with an original mic test, and I think I drove 15, 25, 35, 45 miles an hour, and you can tell the wind noise. I mean, if you're driving and you have it on the outside of the car, you're obviously going to pick up some wind noise. You're not listening to somebody talk to you when you're driving down. It's like, hey, you know. So how does the GoPro app work with the camera? It works extremely well. The GoPro app, obviously it has built-in Wi-Fi, so it connects to your phone via Wi-Fi, and then whatever you see with the camera, you can see on your phone. You can transfer videos from the camera to your phone, pictures you take from your camera to your phone, very seamlessly. I know when I had the GoPro Hero 3, it was extremely hard to connect to your phone. They leaps and bounds how much they've improved that. Can you go live? Yes, you can go live. I haven't done it yet. You know, I don't think when you go live you're gonna get amazing picture quality because you're gonna lose a lot of the data is going to be lost over depending on how fast your connection is. And I mean, it's going to be good quality video going live, but I don't see it being, you know, 4K 60 frames a second good. HDR photos, how do they work? They work pretty well. I know your iPhone does HDR photos. If you know what that is, it's high dynamic range. It just really picks up the darks and the lights and the if you're kind of in a darker situation, or if you have like neon lights in the background, it takes like essentially takes like 4 or 5 different pictures and it stitches them together, and it makes just a really vibrant picture. It does a pretty good job with that. I mean, it's not obviously a DSLR camera quality, but for what it is, it takes amazing pictures. Instagram integration, how is it? It's, they have features on here where they want you to hold it like this, and it's has features basically meant for Instagram videos and Instagram pictures. So yeah, if that's what you're getting it for, that's great. I mean, it's going to do a great job for you. I get asked a lot what came with the box, what came in the box. I guess I did an unboxing video. Check that out. But if I recall correctly, it came with the camera, the USB cord to charge it, and it came with the case it's in. That's what it came with in the instruction manual. What accessories do I recommend? I'm going to actually be doing a separate video on accessories I recommend, but for one that I definitely recommend would be some kind of a stick to hold, like they call them shorties or selfie sticks. I don't know, but this is the one I actually is my go-to. It has a clamp on it. It's like when I'm hiking, this can go into my cargo pocket, and then this clamps onto my belt loop, so the camera doesn't go anywhere. And then also you can actually hook this onto, like if I'm at the gym, I can hook it onto a bar and while I'm working out, or you can hook this pretty much anywhere. It's a really strong clamp. Okay, I hope that answered all you guys' questions. I know there's probably a little bit more that I didn't get to. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question, but I will be doing other videos like this. So if you have any more GoPro 7 related questions, please, please, please leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as quick as possible. If there's anything you want me to review on the GoPro 7, again, leave it in the comments below. I'll love to go out and buy stuff to review it for you guys. That's not a problem for me. All the money I make on the YouTube channel, I put back into the YouTube channel. So if you want me to go out and get a certain lens for this, I'll go out and get it. I don't care. I don't want to say money isn't an issue, but to a certain extent, I'll spend it. I'm not going to go out and buy a $1,000 lens cover, but I'll go out and buy a $50 one or a $100 one possibly. So with that being said, like it, share it, subscribe, yada yada yada. Successful for life, peace, and you're welcome.